Here we have a pre-owned 2019 BMW M5. Now this M5 comes in black sapphire metallic, and then we do have black leather interior. The powertrain consists of a 4.4 liter twin turbocharged V8 engine that's made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission, a little under 69,000 miles on this car in particular. To the front end here, we do get our LED headlamps along with the LED daytime running lights. And I love this body style M5. It's probably, I'm gonna say it's my favorite. I like it better than the newer ones. The older ones, this is my favorite body style. Now down here to these wheels, these are gonna be 20-inch alloy wheels. I love that, the blue brake calipers. It's just, whew, this car is just something else. Passive keyless entry on the front. To the door panel, power door lock controls. And then we do have one-touch up and down windows on all 4 doors, memory seat functions, and then we do have the power folding side mirrors, massage function there as well. And then we have our Harman Kardon sound system. Headlamp controllers are there, and then you have a parking light you can set on either side to kind of illuminate that area. Pedals, pull this twice to get access to the engine bay. Power tilt telescoping steering wheel. And then here's our power driver's seat with 4-way power lumbar support. We also have power thigh support. But I love these seats. They're comfortable, yet they're really sporty. They feel good. I had to drive this, put some gas in it, and it's really nice. Now I want to give a huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee for allowing me to review this car today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that third link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever pre-owned vehicle you might be interested in. Now I have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs, so here's a space in the back. Now it looks like the legroom is not that much, and that's because these seats are so long, which kind of comes in handy for my stature. I'm sitting all the way back, and I don't really need as much room as I would with a shorter seat, if that makes sense. Seat back pockets on both sides. You have dual zone automatic climate controls for the back. And then you also have your 3-stage heated seats in the back as well. 2 12-volt cigarette lighters there if you need to use those. And then this is actually a pretty deep pocket. But there's a look at the front from back here. And this middle seat can fold down. Bottle holders are there. And then you have your lights here, you can adjust those as well. Now if you need your child locks, you can lock, unlock there. And as we come to the back end, LED tail lights as well, quad tip exhaust, and just a beautiful rear end there. Love the diffuser. And then the power boot. You can fold the second row down by pulling either side to release there, or over here, netted side pocket. And you kind of have a storage compartment over on this side. It's nice to have that that usability. And then the mats are in here. Now for the fuel cap, press this in. Definitely want to put premium in this. And then when the seats release, that'll fold flat when there's enough space in between the front seat and that headrest. Then you have easy access to the back seat. Top tethers for the car seats are integrated behind all 3 of those seats. And then your lower anchors are behind these covers, and you can lift those up, fold them down, whatever. And then here's our front passenger seat. That's power with 4-way lumbar support as well. Lockable glove compartment. The owner's manuals are still in this one. And I love that carbon fiber. Now this vehicle here at Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro is as is, no warranty, but you can always purchase an extended warranty if you want to do that. Back around to the front, just a quick look in the engine bay. There's that 4.4 liter twin turbocharged V8. And then before we hop in the driver's seat, I'm just gonna show off the blinkers. Let's go ahead and get in here. So nice leather wrap steering wheel here, just a little bit of wear on the top. There's the horn. Over here to the radio, navigation systems here. Pretty easy to use that. And then you have your AM, FM, XM radio there. And you can save a station, manually search that. And then you also have your Bluetooth as well. Driver profiles, vehicle status, you can look at all of that. And then you can connect your phone and manage the devices and whatnot there. I'm gonna go to the settings. So if you scroll down here, vehicle status, you can see the tire pressure monitors. If you want to see the oil level, all of that. I mean, it's just so much that you can really fool with here. I almost kind of get lost in this doggone screen, this system here. I feel like the newer ones kind of make it easier to find what you're needing. But you can even change within the contents of the main menu. It's just, you can really configure this any way you want to. And then you can configure the heads-up display, the M1 and M2, which I'll show you here in a minute. And then your notifications as well. Hazards are down here. Backup cameras here. Guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. And then you also have the parking cameras as well. You can kind of see different angles there. Make sure you're not getting too close to anything. And there's that front camera. Now down here, we have the bands we can change here, the push of a button. The mode we can change right there. Eject button for the disc changer. And then our AC controls, dual zone automatic, 3-stage heated cooled seats. You can even pull up the menu with that button down there, and there are a few different functions you can adjust from this button down here. Your auto mode as well. It's just, again, it's so configurable, it's crazy. Then down here, you get a wireless charging pad, a USB-A input, 2 bottle holders. You can stow all of that if you want to. There's a 12 volt in there as well. And then for the shifter, just hit the brake, neutral, reverse, drive. Then you have the sport mode there. And then you can toggle how you want the shifts to react, whether you want them super strong or kind of loose there. And then you can press P for park. And then over here, this is where you can go through and use your shortcuts. So you can put the navigation settings there, the nav, back button, communication, media. And then you can use this to kind of go through the different options you have if you want to toggle there or spin there. Now over here, this is pretty much all of your drive mode stuff. So you can set up your steering to Comfort Sport, Sport Plus. You can set up your suspension, Comfort Sport, Sport Plus. And then you can kind of set the engine up to Efficient Sport or Sport Plus there. And then again, you can kind of configure that in these M1 or M2. So that kind of shows you what everything goes to. So you can see the M1 is set up to do that. M2 is set up to basically do what I just did. And then your exhaust, you can toggle that. The parking sensors, hit this camera button, and that pulls up the front camera there. Center console cubby space with a 12 volt and a USB-A. Automatic brake hold, electronic parking brake, pull up to engage, hit the brake, press down to disengage. And your lights here, SOS, and then your sunroof controls are there. So you can get the shade back, and then you can take the roof back. So one touch there goes that far back, which is pretty impressive. There's a look at the back seat from up here. vanity mirror. And I'll give you a look at the heads-up display while we're up here. It's a nice big picture, I like that. And then over here, if you want to hit this button on the side, you can kind of change that view right there in the bottom part. So you can show the odometer, or you can show nothing, or the trip meter. Automatic high beams can be adjusted there. Blinkers, high beams. Then the right side stalk, you do get automatic wipers. So one time off auto, that'll illuminate when that's on, low, high. Then you can adjust the auto frequency here, and you just pull up for the fluid. Now left side of the steering wheel, lane keeping system, the cruise, you can turn that on. Adaptive is on this one. You can adjust the gap there, set it, and then adjust speed, resume or cancel. And then over here, volume up, volume down. This mode button, you can go between those sources there. And then Bluetooth, voice recognition. And then you kind of use this as a scroll bar when applicable. Go through your presets and whatnot. And then that heated steering wheel is right there. You'll get a notification on the screen when it's activated or deactivated. Auto stop toggle, push button start. Finally, here's the key fob. But now for the fun part. Let's go ahead and take this 2019 BMW M5 out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this BMW M5, it has so much power. You can just tell whenever this thing pulls out the lot and it revs hot, but barely giving it any throttle. It's just pulling. And what I love about the M5, this one in particular, is you have the luxury aspect of having heated, cooled seats, dual zone automatic climate control, massage seats, sunroof, nav, heads-up display. But don't forget, you have a twin turbocharged V8 at your disposal as well, with one of the most advanced drive systems that I've ever seen on a car. BMW just does their thing when it comes to that. But it's a beast. And I'm not going to use the paddle shifters because I just want to see what the computer does, how the car is tuned, all that. And we're going to get to do it from a stop, so this will be exciting. Here we go. Oh my gosh. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Oh man, I could drive this all day. But just a phenomenal car, an absolutely phenomenal car when it comes to performance. And we have the adaptive cruise on now. I'm gonna adjust the gap back, lane keeping system. Now I want to give a huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro once again for allowing me to review this car today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that third link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever pre-owned vehicle you might be interested in. Ride quality is pretty good. I mean, this thing almost has 70,000 miles on it. It's driving really good to have these 20-inch wheels on here. This is still a pretty low slung car, so it doesn't ride like a Benz, but it feels good, it drives great. The ride control is phenomenal. You can kind of feel the car in the seat a tad, in the steering wheel a little bit, but I mean, it's what you expect and that's what you want from a sports car like this. It's just borderline supercar performance, and it's just an incredible driving experience. And something else that's kind of slept on with these cars is they're relatively reliable, specifically the newer BMWs, where 70,000 miles is not crazy for these, because I've seen some with 150, 160 on them, you know? So, yeah, it's, at $49,000, not bad at all. But I mean, just the luxury aspect as well, having the heated, cooled seats, massage function, that's all fantastic. The tech in here is great. The amenities in here are great. But I mean, the performance trumps all of that by a mile. I mean, I had my tag in that windshield, which I knew it was going to do that. I didn't know it, but I figured it would do it. But when I punched it, oh my gosh, just incredible. And then even in the efficient drive mode now, it takes a while for the turbo to spool up, but once they do, you can feel that pull as well. And it's just it's just a phenomenal driving car. And I mean, the fuel economy on these isn't fantastic, but not awful. I mean, it'd be a decent daily driver. I feel like that's what was done to get this kind of mileage on this car in this number of years. Even though 2019, you know, it feels like yesterday, but that was 7-8 years ago. But yeah, I mean, I really like the car. Really, really like it. I've driven a couple of the newer, the 25 body styles where they're plug-in hybrids, and I mean, those are just crazy quick. It's not as visceral feeling. I think those are a bit heavier because of the battery technology, but I still am impressed with those cars for different reasons. These, before they went with the hybrid technology, the plug-in technology, they're nasty. They're twin turbo V8 engines. It's just that simple. There's not a lot, I mean, there's a lot going on, but not as much as you have with a plug-in hybrid powertrain and 6-8 drive modes. But I mean, this right here, man, is just, it's a monster of a car. Even in 2026, 2027, where we're getting supercars coming out of EVs and so on and so forth, this is still a monster, and it'll smoke pretty much anybody else out there for the most part. And you'll still do that in style. So all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2019 BMW M5.